Hi, hello, hi everybody. Today we're gonna be ranking every episode of the Low Effort Silly Show because the pilot episode just turned a year old today. Just wanted to mention that. And in order to commemorate this special moment of the show existing for like a year or so, I'm gonna rank every episode and summarize it on a scale of 1 to 10. If it's 5 or lower, that means the episode is bad and I'm never watching the episode again. If it's a 5 or higher, that means it's the best episode. I would recommend watching it again for those who don't know. And with that said, let's begin with the rankings. 3, 2, 1, let's go! The episode starts with a mysterious voice announcing the start of a new show called The Low Effort Silly Show. Duh. He asks why the show exists and that the creator was bored and wanted to practice animation. And this is where it gets interesting. He brought 5 objects from the real-life world to compete in a game show for his amusement. Those 5 being step stool, countdown timer, glass dome, trash bin, and bar sign. But on his way to deliver the contestants to the animated world, glass dome kinda died. Yeah, that's kinda it. The host is Dev, aka the detached ethereal voice. It's what it's referred to. I honestly like the concept of these real-life objects being brought to the animated world to compete. And the first challenge was to press a button, and they got into a brawl, and nobody pressed the button, and Stepstool kind of disappeared, I guess. So for my final ranking, I'm gonna give this episode a 7.5 out of 10. Not bad for a start. Honestly, a bit rushed, but who cares? Up next is the first episode. Whee! Already episode 1, and I can see improvement sprouting from here. At least it's better than last episode, which isn't like this. Also, yeah, I forgot to mention that the previous episode's voting is prize vote, and Glassdome got the prize, which is one of the main reasons why I made a Glassdome edit. And I don't know what else to say, so yeah, like almost half of the cast kind of died, so they like brought them back in a cliche, and then boom. The first challenge was to, press the button again, I mean, and Glassdome pressed the button, which is another one of the main reasons why I made a Glassdome edit. And did I forget to mention about the real first challenge, which is just archery. Archery, I mean it. And this is where Trash Dome Yuri begins. You can call it trash glass, you can call it glass bin, you can call it whatever you want. But this is the only episode where Yuri spreads from here. Also, another one of the main reasons why I did an edit of Glass Dome. So I'm gonna give this episode a solid 8 out of 10. I can see the improvement, but you know what else shows improvement? Episode 2. Speaking of episode 2, let's play episode 2! Oh my goodness, guys, look! I think I speak for every fan of the Low Effort Silly Show when I say this, that Less 2 is probably one of the best episodes I've ever seen. I was somehow brought here by a Derpodon community post celebrating Platinum Comet's birthday, which is May 19th. Fun fact, this guy was the voice actor of Wind Up Toy in ITFT, which I'm honestly kind of proud of him for contributing in this project. Also, I love the part of Dev waking up the contestants and Glassdome roasting Barsign for sucking absolute dog shit at poker, which is another one of the main reasons I decided to do a Glassdome edit.
Mr. Worldwide.
The second challenge is to write a wrecking ball, and whoever lands it the farthest will get the immunity for the next episode, and the others will be up for elimination. Oh, and so far, there's more Trash Dome Yuri. Trash Glass Yuri. You can call it whatever you want, but I'm going with Trash Glass. There's more Trash Glass Yuri in this episode, and I also like the detail of Stepstool turning into a real stool when he falls. That's honestly kind of creative. So I guess I'm gonna give this episode a 9 out of 10. Well, mostly because of the post-credits scene with Trash Bin and Stepstool, which originally relates that they're gonna be in a relationship soon. I don't know if they're gonna be in a relationship sooner, but they might look like they're gonna kiss in the next episode. That's not gonna happen, isn't it? But I feel like Glass Dome may be cooked in Less 3 because, I don't know, she's been my favorite character, but unfortunately I don't think she might survive next episode, so that kind of sucks. And so, this episode boosted up to a 9.5 out of 10, mostly because of the post-credit scene and everything else. Mostly Yuri. And speaking of that, let's get to the conclusions. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that Barstein was the first boot of the series for considering Trashback's help sabotage. I don't know how I can find that sabotaging, but oh well. Guess it's probably for the better anyway. Anyways, now to the conclusions for real. So, final thoughts on the Low Effort City show? I think the show is kinda okay. The first few episodes were kinda okay. But I feel like Less 2 is the best episode and nobody can convince me otherwise. And, Less 3 will be the final silly filler episode, or the first serious episode, as it will have a change in tone, so it will no longer be the Low Effort Silly Show anymore, rather than just the Low Effort Serious Show. I just hope Less 3 comes out sooner or later. I don't know when Less 3 is gonna be released, but I bet it's gonna be peaker than Less 2, and I will update my ranking video soon when Less 3 releases. Thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk, and I will see you guys in the very next video, which will probably come out in a trillion years. Bye!